Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we were in the central keep of Dresden heading up towards Staunton and Nura. That being said, there's an Omox fight here that we're going to try and do. It is kind of tough. We're going to try and pull them back into this room, I believe, and fight them in here. They hit it kind of hard. There was also another fight we did really quickly. I just did it between videos. It's just this little encounter here. It was just a Minotaur and some cultists. It wasn't super hard. If you encounter that little thing, you shouldn't have any trouble with it. I'm going to try and pull with Arushale. Or not, they're coming right now, so let's run.
I'm trusting you.
There they are.
I will resist.
I refuse to accept their statement.
Did we get a shot off? I don't think so. I think that we did not get... How did they get a surprise round? We clearly saw them coming. That is just some straight up bullshit. Alright, well, that's fine. You can bone shaker Omoxes? They're sludge monsters. How do they have bones? What else do we have for spells, though? 11 damage, okay. Our mirror image got a hit. Let's, do this. And we'll do that. They're all going to kind of move in against our main character, probably. We'll give him Protective Luck, even though his armor class I don't think is even high enough to have Protective Luck. And you need to move away. And shoot at... I don't know, that one.
Prepare yourself.
Not bad.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
That was pretty solid. We did a bunch of damage to most of them. Honestly, didn't expect that to do anything, and I was vindicated in that. I highly doubt this will work, but you never know. Okay, well, that was worth a shot. Let's Bone Shaker him again. The Befouler. We're gonna take some damage this round, maybe? Nope. We're A-okay. One is dead. Concealment, by the way, is very important for this fight. We can also do things like Fire Snake, which we have to kind of aim. Where's the last one? 1, 2, 3. They're all right there. That was a decent amount of damage. Are any of them close to death?
Guide my hand.
Yes.
So,
Now they're almost all dead. I'm not going to use any of my spells for this. We need... Oh my god, we're rolling awful. If we get killed because we can't roll more than a 2, I'm going to be very, very irritated. Good lord. We had such a good run with rolls for a bit there. I think they patched out my good dice. Alright, well we did kill them, and now we have to spend a bunch more spells to heal our main character who took a beating. Once we get Improved Vital Strike, we'll be golden. Are you not going to cast that spell? Okay.
I shall not be swayed from my path. I'm glad I was useful to you.
Get rid of the
I sense
trap.
something.
There's definitely some loot. There's also a longsword +1 here. It's not very good. And that's pretty well all for this room, I think. Any loot? Nope. We're golden. That's it. We're out of here. I'm going to quickly walk along the walls and make sure there's no other weird secrets that we didn't perception check. But I'm pretty sure we're good. That's it. That's all there is. So, let's go see what we can do. Oh, I also found out why there's some sort of weird, like, buzz in my microphone. A power cord was running in parallel to it, and it was making a weird buzzing sound. That's Citadel Command. We're not going there yet. Let's go up to the top of the tower. I think there's some gargoyles to kill. Citadel Command is where we'll fight the big bads of the area. Anything in here to loot that I missed? No, just armor, which we're not taking with us. And quick save and move up, because I think they're gonna attack us the moment we take this treasure.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
What are those? Oh, they're... what are they called? Clockside. Alright, we're gonna try this fight again against the... Clockside. They are... unfriendly enemies, to say the least. Let's see what we can do to stop them from killing us instantly. Well, it'd be really nice if we got a decent... even remotely decent...
You're a good person.
initiative roll.
Together, we stand.
But that won't ever happen, so
I can.
we'll see what we can do.
I'm up for an adventure.
Grabbing the mace and the other items. We've now got them kind of stuck in that corner. At least he only got to go first this time. That's kind of nice. There's 2 normal Coloxi and 1 Marauder. The Marauder's the one in the corner. Will saving throw was fine, so we didn't kill him in one hit. That would have been nice.
I will resist.
Terrible rolls. Good. Off to an excellent start. And, yeah, let's see what else we can try and do. We can animate some dead. Soak up some hits, maybe. Or at the very least get in the way of the Coloxi. I don't know what he's doing now.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
We've almost killed one. Very, very close. You just keep that one in the corner for now. I don't think you're going to be able to kill it, but you never know.
The inheritor.
One is dead. Hopefully the one that casts confusion, because that would be nice to not have to deal with. This time.
Prepare yourself.
He's almost dead, but he's going to get a spell off, isn't he? Oh, it's Shout this time. Shout isn't as bad. Shout's just a stun. I can deal with Shout.
So it comes to this.
Alright, we just have the one guy left. Nice. Just the Marauder. We are shouted, but that's fine. We're going to try and get Nenio over here. Just to get a displacement on our main character. Keep him alive. She's shouted out. Everyone's shouted out except for... Oh, Darren's back up. Hi, Darren. Good job on getting back up. Can you Bone Shaker? No, you can't. Okay. The skeletal champions are not going to be able to hit him at all. There's really no chance of that happening. I need to get a mark on him, though. Yeah, that was a very low chance of hitting. There we go. Freebooter's Bane. We won't use another Smite Evil. We need that for later, I think. Although, maybe we could just rest afterwards. Did we get plagued? Nope. Okay, we're good. 20 to hit on that. Let's just pretend that we're never going to be able to make that.
Guide my hand.
Awful. God damn. Anywho, heal, I guess. And we critically hit him in 1. Hooray, we got it. That was actually harder than I thought it was going to be. It took us 3 attempts. It's 3 Coloxus. I mean, I guess they do have some mind-affecting stuff, and mind-affecting stuff is the bane of our group's existence. Like, just straight up. It is not something we're good at dealing with. Our will saves are really bad across the board if we look at them. We got 9. Hers is okay at 13, 9, 8, 10, 9. So, really not good. We're going to rest before we go upstairs, get all of our spells back, and also the ones I didn't memorize because I forgot to when we rested last time. Everyone else has spells per day though, so that doesn't really make too much of a difference. But this is going to be our last rest before we take over Dresden. It's going wonderful, although we spent like a week sieging Dresden at this point. Luckily this game doesn't have as many time limits as the first one did, Kingmaker. Should we do buffs before going upstairs? No, I think we can go up first.
Watch out for trouble.
I think there might even be trash mobs before we get to fight the big bads. Although I honestly don't remember. This is where the big bads are. There's definitely at least a Minotaur and a Clavicus. I can see it right there. Actually, there's a lot of things here. We should have buffed ahead of time. Why do they always get sneak attacks? Like, they're not that good sneaky. It's a Minotaur. It's a 10-foot Minotaur. You could see it from like 8 or 9 city blocks away. As soon as you come around the corner and look down the hall, you're like, shit, there's a Minotaur right there. It would not be a not even a perception check. You need like to roll a 1. It's like missing a skyscraper.
Watch out for trouble.
Anyways, let's get some buffs going before we go down the hallway. Don't do that. I wish I had greater heroism. It is impressive that you would be able to miss a Minotaur and get surprised by it. In a place where you already know there's Minotaurs, like lots of them. We've seen them all over the place. We've killed a bunch of them.
Help me sway from my path.
Let's get those, and
Smile. The world's not
maybe I'll get a quick bless for the rest of our group members. We got heroism on. We'll need some displacement,
Are you ready to move out?
probably, and one bit of fun.
Stop learning.
And see, looking at one too. Oh, I forgot to put shoot. Alright, well we can do this
You're a
really
good
quick.
person.
We're gonna lose a
I
round of
like
haste, or not haste, of displacement. Because these spells take 8 years to cast. There we go. Full round to enlarge person, that's a very silly thing.
Knowledge is the key to victory.
Together we
Okay, we need
stand.
haste, so we're going in.
My favorite aid. I wonder why.
Keep your calm.
Everyone in the hallway. Charge in. Yeah, we're surprised by the Minotaur again, I get it. I don't understand it, but I get that it's the mechanic we're dealing with. There's 2 Clavicuses. Clavici? Something like that. 9 whole damage on that Bone Shaker. Wow. There's an archer of some sort at the back. He's too far away, so we'll 5-foot step forward. We'll slowly move towards him. But we're gonna shoot the Clavicus, I think, for now. Stop taking down my mirror images. Where's my displacement? Is there an evoker? Yes. Where's the evoke? Oh, he's right there. If I could get a turn for like any of my good people, that would be super. Ice Prison didn't do anything? Well, we failed our reflex save, but I don't think we're frozen. We are staggered for 9 minutes? Really? Everything else has spell resistance.
Into the fray.
That one didn't die, but it's very close to death. Apparently they do not give a shit about our displacement. Well, since we're only able to have 1 attack anyways, better make it a good one. Let's heal our group, even though it's not gonna matter too much.
Shall survive this ordeal.
Prepare yourself.
We're gonna be using our last stand, probably. That's actually a surprisingly good round. Here comes our last... No, we got good concealments. Now we're down to our last stand, though. Those archers are actually hitting us very hard. And that evoker being alive wasn't helpful. Although it did kill its own Minotaur, so I'm gonna be okay with that. Get up in here and kill that thing. Can you hit all of these except for her? Yes. That was actually okay.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Can we start shooting the archers now?
Guide my hand.
2 of them are dead. Or 1 of them's dead, I should say.
I shall survive this ordeal.
You are going to survive the ordeal because you got last stand. It's really all the other thing holding. Really, a cure crit for 16? What did we roll? It's 48 plus 10. So we would have had to roll 6 on 4 dice. Which means we rolled a 1-1-2-2. Or a 1-1-1-3.
No glory without
That is almost the
risk.
worst roll you can get for that situation. That was bad.
Mind over muscle.
What the? Why are you not? Oh, right, we 5-foot stepped. That's fine.
So it comes to this.
Good God, we actually might just die. We can't actually kill anything.
Make your peace.
Always an option.
Okay, we need to roll a little bit better on this next cure crit. It wasn't that much better, to be honest. We rolled 12 on 4 dice, which is below average.
The light take you.
We just need to kill this Clavicus, and we're having... Oh, there we go. Okay, good. I was going to say we're having a really hard time doing it until we crit.
I will.
Alright, finally took them all down. That was actually way harder than it should have been. Thanks to a slew of abysmal rolls, and also a 10-minute stagger.
There are many roads to success.
Oh, we didn't get paralyzed from Icy Prison because we have Unstoppable. So instead of being paralyzed for that 10 minutes, we got staggered for that 10 minutes.
Defend my dream.
That's what happened here. I understand now. That actually makes a lot of sense. And we have Babaus in here. Somewhere. That's not what I meant to do.
The inheritor. Guide my
That one's dead.
blade.
Prepare yourself.
That one's also dead. Is there only the one Babao?
No fear.
No glory
Okay, so that was a pretty easy fight. Grabbing the loots. There's not a lot in here. This room looks a little cleaner than the rest of the fortress. It's probably the warden's bedroom. It also looks like it's in terrible shape. Anywho, we're gonna rest again because we need to. We took a massive amount of damage, and I think we're actually gonna need last stand. It depends on how Staunton goes. Because we only need to kill Staunton. Minago flees when Staunton goes down, and Nura isn't really that big of a part of the fight. That being said, Staunton is going to be tough to kill. He's going to have a lot of armor. And so our rolls are really going to dictate how this goes. And with the way our rolls are going today, it's not going to go well.
I'm always open
So
to
we'll see
ideas.
what happens.
The struggles never cease.
Get those.
Your company.
We
I'm also
will
going to get
win
Veil
this
of
war.
Heaven, even though I don't think... It only would affect Minago. And Lead Blades for extra damage. Enlarge person, for the reach. And then what are we gonna do? We could summon things into this fight, which might be what we do to try and soak up some damage, but we'll
Miss me
see.
already.
Does he not have level 5 spells yet? No, he doesn't. Okay. Let's save. We're gonna do displacements and
Yes,
hastes.
what?
There's gonna be a conversation ahead of time, but and bit of
Keep
fun.
your wits about.
Okay. Saving. Opening the door. I don't know why the horse was the one to open the door, but here we are.
Focus on the goal. I'm not going anywhere.
So Minago said, "Run, sweetie, let's go. Why are you so slow? They're almost here." The dwarf's cracked voice sounds like rasping, rusting metal.
Don't you feel it? He's got that damn rag with him. I can't teleport. He's going to kill us.
If he kills us, then so be it. But this is my city, and I will fight for it to the end. And you, my love, you will be with me to the end.
Staunton grasps the chin of the demoness, sinking his nails into her tender skin, and pulls her face towards his, kissing her lips quickly before pushing her away.
This dwarf is a true knight, and that's why he is beyond saving. A demoness knows how to turn a person's good nature against itself. She did it deliberately, knowing that his sense of honor would be his downfall. I have also done this.
Arushale shakes her head sorrowfully.
Who let this mangy rat out of its cage? You made her a member of your party. The succubus whore found a way to betray even the Abyss. And you believe she'll be loyal to you? Minago, my jailer, my torturer. You think I mean to do them harm? That he will suffer if I stand at his side? If that were true, why then would you try so hard to persuade him to cast me out?
Hey Nura, shall we have some fun?
We sure will. We'll have so much fun that even the Abyss will feel the heat.
A wide, angry grin appears on her lips.
What is this? What are you talking about, huh?
You'll know soon enough, Lady Minago.
You seem to enjoy blaming others on your problem, or for your problems, Staunton, but you alone have forged your destiny and become a traitor twice over.
Of course. I regret nothing. And I'm ready to pay my dues. What about you? Are you ready to pay for everything you've done in the name of your pathetic queen?
Tell me, Staunton, why? Why do you fight on the side of the demons?
You have the audacity to ask me that? I fight on this side because the other side didn't give me a chance. Yes, I made a terrible mistake and Dresden fell to the demons. The queen should have had me hanged. I deserved it. But she found a far worse punishment for me. False mercy. When she spared me that day, she said she wanted to give me a chance to make amends. And I believed her. For 70 years, I've crawled on my knees, shedding my blood for Mendev. Only been spat in the face for it. For 70 years, I watched generations of crusaders grow old and die, never once changing their tune about Staunton the traitor. What else could I give for my mistake? What more punishment could I suffer? How could I ever deserve forgiveness? And one day, I realized there's nothing I can do. The Queen had doomed me to a lifetime of humiliation. When I grew desperate, I only had two choices. To become my own executioner and carry out the sentence she rescinded that day, or go over to the other side.
I'm gonna pause for a minute. The construction across the street is extremely loud right now, hang tight. Alright, attempt number 1. Possibly the only attempt. Probably not, but you never know. We have waves of fatigue on us, which actually is pretty bad. I also didn't grab Sense Vitals, so we're gonna do that now. Let's go. Is Staunton evil? That is an excellent question. Staunton Vane, are you? You are neutral evil. Perfect. Have some Smite Evil on your face.
Into the fray!
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
How did we take 2 strength damage? Well, thank you, Nura. That was helpful of you. Spell resistance apparently took care of everything we wanted to do there. So, yeah. That went okay. Jesus, his spell resistance is intensely high. Alright, let's see if we can get a restoration on our main character. We can't because we didn't get into range in time. Phantasmal Putrefaction just might have ruined our attempt, but we'll see.
The light will take you.
We've almost killed him, actually, I think.
So it comes to this.
There we go. Never mind, one attempt. That's all we needed. We are golden.
Stubborn ass! You want to die for a heap of rocks? Go ahead. I'm not staying here.
It's so funny. Technically, they should have won the fight. We are all down on the ground. There's panic on Minago's blood-splashed face. Her lips are trembling.
No, my dear. You are. You will either fight to the bitter end, or I'll break your delicate little neck myself with these very hands.
Are you threatening me, my mortal toy? Me? And with what? With the power I gave you. You ungrateful beast!
The demon's mouth, trembling with fear, opens in a hysterical grin, like a wound on her face.
Give me back what's mine! Take him, he's yours! And Drezen too! I don't care about this fortress, or this half-wit.
Minago stretches out her hand. A crimson spark flies out of Staunton's eyes and plants itself in her palm. Staunton freezes, stunned. He's silently moving his lips, which have turned gray in a flash, like a fish out of water. The demoness turns to us.
Oh, I grow so tired of you mortals. Your humdrum little passions, your constant squabbling, your incessant accusations and excuses. We treat each other like dirt. Push weaklings like these two into our arms. And then you have the audacity to accuse us. Come on, punish your traitors. Seen this show countless times.
The demon points at Staunton and Nura. Where are you going? The fun is just starting.
Have fun with Staunton. You and he have similar ideas about what counts as entertainment. Take your filthy rag. Take your befouled ruins. You can make soup out of this moron for all I care. I've had enough war. We Lily two were created for tenderness and love. Stay away from me with your swords and shields.
And then she just pieces out. At least we know where she goes now.
So this is to be my fate. I've been betrayed by people and demons alike. Now my life really is worth nothing. But that doesn't mean you won't pay for it dearly. Come on, you scumbag! Kill me if you can! I don't care anymore!
Staunton watches Minago leave. He looks at us, and the sorrow in his eyes gives way to hatred. Enough of this insanity. Lay down your weapon, Staunton. Come back to us. You've been treated unfairly, but we can still make things right.
You really do believe that, don't you? You really think that you can still change something? Somehow bring a cursed soul back to the light?
The dwarf chuckles, sadly and without ire.
I wish I could believe like you do. Hope like you. But I know too well, there is no hope. I've been dead for a long time. As a matter of fact, the torment of the last few years, I might as well have spent them in the abyss. The only thing you can do for me is finish me off.
He shakes his head.
Let's get this over with. To arms.
Oh, but we are not ready for a fight. We're really wounded. Alright. He's almost dead. That did not do anything. Alright, well that sneak attack did, though. So Nura is still here. Also, we get Soul Shear, which is a glaive that we have sold so many times by accident instead of doing the mission for it, that I'm going to be very, very, very careful not to sell it this time. It's also one of the best weapons in the game for Bardishas. It's pretty good. Or, sorry, glaives, not Bardishas. But it's pretty good. Let's do Restoration on our main character because we got ability drained a lot. We're down 5, 7 well, we're fatigued, but we can't do anything about that. We're down 5 strength in terms of just drains from Staunton. We also got a full plate called Carapace, which is +2 mithril full plate, which I think is better than what we're currently wearing. By 2 armor class, which means we can give the adamantine full +1 to Sela for an extra +1 armor. And that's about it. Let's go talk to Nura, and then we'll be done this mission. Hang tight 1 sec. Alrighty, sorry about that. Just had to run and check something quickly. My dog was crying, and it ended up being that he couldn't bury his treat in the couch like he was hoping to. But now he's eating it happily, so there we go. Breathing heavily, Nura looks around the room as if she can't believe her eyes. Ugh, alive. I'm alive, it can't be. She looks at you baffled. So what's next? For the first time, I have no plan. I felt the same way when I renounced the Abyss. I had a whole world at my feet, so big and strange, and no one to make me destroy it anymore. Nura rubs her eyes, looking between you and Arushale baffled. Who is this? A succubus? On your side? Saying she renounced the Abyss? Huh. Well, if such a marvel has a place in your game, you must have something for me. Stay with me, I need you in my party. No, I can't. The soldiers saw me. They know about my betrayal. Even if you still trust me, they'll drag me out of my tent some night and hang me from a tree. Nura shakes her head. Forget about the plans. What do you want? I betrayed both the mortals and the demons. What does it matter what I want? If they won't let me live, in either world. The thoughtful expression on Nura's face slowly turns into a smirk. On the other hand, you can be quite convincing, you know. Too bad they won't let me live to see the outcome of your big joke, but I can still play my own. Let me go, and a day will come, you'll see. Thanks for your help, Nura, and now, I never saw you here. Go wherever you want, but run. Nura nods. Thank you, Commander. Thank you and farewell. You probably won't see me again, not alive anyhow, but you'll remember my name. I promise you that. Bye, Nura. I kind of wish you would join my group. I could use a replacement for Nenio, because I've used Nenio in every group that I've ever played with. We could use a wizard of some sort, but... well, I guess she's a bard, but still. And I guess that's it. We've successfully...
Keep your calm.
saved Drezen.
The commander of the crusade has managed to overthrow 70 years of demonic rule in Dresden and restored the Sword of Valor to its rightful place. Will the commander be able to defend the banner he has won with such a valiant effort?
Apparently one didn't work there. Oh, there it did. 10 days? I'm busy. I have more things to do than wait 10 days. And we're stuck at the eponymous 8 remaining percent. Which is what the game should be called. The remaining 8% of the loading bar.
Urgent matters of state are awaiting my attention. My convoy will be departing for the capital within the hour. I'm afraid this is all the time I can spare you. So do please forgive me for skipping the lengthy and well-deserved congratulations.
Something has subtly changed in the way the Queen of Mendev looks at you. Respect shines in her eyes, but her slightly furrowed brow indicates a hint of unease.
Drezen was taken quickly, even more quickly than I'd anticipated. Every death is an irretrievable loss, but considering the scale of our forces, the losses among our troops are tolerable. Morale is high among the Crusade forces that were entrusted to you. You handled the command superbly. I never doubted your personal ability to deal with the demons. I knew that you could become a living symbol for people to follow. That you have now displayed a decent head for tactics is a pleasant surprise. I believed in your success and prepared for this outcome after a fashion. I brought a reward to personally bestow upon my Knight Commander. But now, I think this reward is insufficient. So please, accept one more gift from me personally.
The queen offers a slight smile and gives a signal to a waiting squire who passes you a neatly folded cloak with lavish embroidery. And with these words, Gelfrey slides a ring from her fingers and lays it atop the cloak. Commanding soldiers is in my blood.
Impertinent? Though I suppose a little impertinence is good in an officer.
The queen's lips twitch at the corners.
Now on to the main matter. The Sword of Valor has been returned to us. Touching it has awoken your power and changed the great relic beyond recognition. Many clerics are at a loss to interpret this unexpected turn. Is it an omen? Happenstance? A warning? Only one thing can be said for certain. Your power is astonishing and unlike anything ever seen before.
The queen frowns slightly again.
Your power bears little resemblance to other manifestations of the Inheritor's will that I have been fortunate enough to witness. But who can fathom the god's designs? And Iomedae has many heavenly allies, and they helped us on several occasions throughout the Crusades. There, I have said all I wish to. Is there anything you wish to discuss with me before I depart?
There is something you should know. Aurilu Vorlesh appeared to me before in Dresden. She did not explain why she had come.
The architect of the world wound? Here? And she allowed you to simply dispose of Stanchion Vane and claim the Sword of Valor?
Mm-hmm. The queen's eyes widen in astonishment.
This is a very worrying development. Aurilu was more dangerous than a dozen Balors, and more cunning and deceitful than a score of succubi. In the 100 years of the Crusades, our forces have very rarely encountered her, but when we did, it always led to something terrifying. I think she has taken an interest in you and your power. It was to be expected, of course, and it worries me more than anything else. Sooner or later, we shall have to take a stand against Aurilu and deal with her once and for all. But I thought we would have time to prepare. Be careful. And if the architect reappears, treat her as you would a demon lord.
Do you know anything about the huge demon that we met at the gates? It was much stronger than the rest.
The Baylor Dorazand, one of Daskari's generals. He, Hep Zamira, and the Echo of Daskari are some of the most notable demons in the Abyssal Forces. You will soon learn these names. Dorazand has not been sighted by our scouts for a long time, and his appearance at Dresden was an unexpected development.
Gelfrey frowns.
But we must grow accustomed to surprises such as this. The ability to move at will through space is one of the demon's most unpleasant hallmarks. Fortunately, the Sword of Valor takes care of that problem for the areas around Dresden.
I have heard everything I need.
Very well. Then I shall take my leave. Irabeth will bring you up to speed on the situation in the city and surrounds, and together, you can decide on what next steps to take. Good luck, Commander. Remember, this is but the first step. The road ahead will be long and difficult.
With a nod of farewell, the queen strides off with precise military bearing.
Allow me also to congratulate you on your victory, Commander.
Irabeth salutes the queen, waits until she has moved far enough away, then turns to us.
We won the battle for Drezen, but this war is far from over. The demons know our true strength, so we must brace ourselves for a merciless counterattack. They will do everything they can to gain control of the city and destroy you personally, and all of us along with you. The only good news is that cultists make up more than half of their forces, so they will have to march the same roads as our fighters. If they were all demons, they could appear here instantaneously and lay siege to the city. Praise Iomedae for small mercies. The main demon forces are moving out from the City of Eyes and the Threshold Fortress. Scouts are reporting that for now, we don't stand a chance of tearing through the defense and launching a counterattack. We can only gather our forces, rebuff their attacks, and wait for the right moment. Unfortunately, other hostile groups keep appearing out of nowhere. And on top of all that, Minago is still prowling around somewhere out there. Anevia is trying to find out where that Abyss scum has run off to. Maybe she's already got some leads. Luckily, we are not alone. Mendev is with us. Queen Galfrey has sent us the first reinforcements. They've just entered the city. Besides, news of your victory is spreading through Avestan. I'm sure that crowds of new volunteers will soon be pouring into Dresden, inspired by your feat. And that's very good news, because we're going to need troops. Here is a brief report about the main problems we're currently facing.
Earbeth shows us a sheet of paper with a list of 4 items. Demons with special powers, a secret path, ? Missing patrols, and dragons. What can you tell me about the demons with special powers?
Remember that Nabasu that attacked our camp? He had powers that no ordinary demon should have.
Earbeth's voice is very calm, but you can tell she's working hard to maintain her composure.
It is not the only demon of its kind. We keep receiving reports about similar monsters. All isolated cases for now. But it's possible that in the future, we will see entire squads, if not armies of them.
Yeah, they become very annoying later.
We must find out where they're coming from. Find the source of their power and destroy it. If we don't, they will crush us before long. Even you can't defeat an entire army of such monsters.
A secret path? What are you talking about?
We can usually spot armies of demons in advance, as their hordes march along the Grey Road from Eyes or Threshold. But sometimes packs of them appear out of nowhere. They're managing to avoid our scouts somehow and sneaking into our territory. If we don't solve this problem, we cannot attack. The demons will just appear at our backs, block off the gorges and cut us off from Drezen.
Alrighty.
Anevia is trying to find out how the demons are getting into our territory, but she hasn't succeeded yet. Talk to her. She will tell you more about what she's doing.
There's a missing patrol?
Yes, it disappeared without a trace during a mission. We didn't even find any bodies. Maybe someone abducted them, or there's some natural threat in the area. We can't rule out the possibility of desertion, either. The troop was patrolling the southern road out of the city. The last surviving settlements of Sikoris lie in that direction. But after the siege of Drezen, contact with them was lost. Hardly any of the inhabitants survived once the demons invaded the area. That's where I started the search.
Alrighty. A dragon? What dragon?
As if we didn't have enough problems with demons already. Now there's a wild dragon in the vicinity. Luckily, it's not part of the demon army. If the demons had a dragon on their side, it could pose a serious threat. But there's very little food in the World Wound, and the dragon doesn't seem to have a taste for demons and cultists. She keeps attacking small squads of crusaders, picking off those who fall behind, ravaging supply trains. The dragon's been sighted frequently in the sky, but we don't know exactly where her lair is. We have someone to help with this, though. Do you remember the dwarf who bravely attacked the Baylor in front of the citadel during the siege? He is back in the city, and he doesn't mind hunting this dragon, apparently. Go talk to him in the tavern. We might be able to help each other.
Is that all for now?
As if we didn't, but the dragon. There is one more thing. As you know, there is a vast dungeon under Drezen.
Yes?
It's empty now. None of those imprisoned by the demons survived, and we don't have any new prisoners.
Okay.
We've temporarily placed the body of Staunton Vane in the dungeon. You slew him. What are your orders regarding his body? Anevia thinks we should burn it quietly and forget about it. Some want to see his corpse displayed in the square, but I don't think we should behave like demons and barbarians. He may have been our enemy, but he deserved to be buried as a knight. However, the decision is yours, of course.
Bury Staunton as a knight,
Right you are, Commander.
I think, is the best option there.
Commander. That day during the battle,
Earbeth is hesitating. You can see the struggle on her face, as if she doesn't know whether she should say something else.
No. My apologies. That is all, Commander. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Giving a salute, Irbeth turns around and quickly leaves. And that is where we're going to end off our video finally. It was a little bit longer than I anticipated, but here we are. We now have Drezen. We're level 10. We're level 10. We're doing pretty good in terms of power attacking. Yep. And damage. Our crit range is going to get better soon. We're going to get improved critical strikes. I don't think it's at level 11. I think it might be level 13 we start getting those. But anyways, I can't remember exactly. Maybe level 12. Anyways, we'll figure that out. We're now in Commander's Banner, by the way. We get fast healing equal to twice our mythic rank. We also have all of our characters. We should probably level them all up. We're missing Lan. Oh no, we have Lan. We're missing Wendwog. We don't get her for a little while. And yeah, we'll go. We're also missing Greybor, but we haven't bought him yet after doing his mission. So for now, I will leave you all here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. And I'll see you next time. Take care.